You're all set. Oh. Yeah. Hi, my name is, are we filming?
Yeah.
Okay, my name is Dr. Cubbin, 6th grade science teacher. I have some of my students here with me today. I'm making this film because I want parents to see what we do in class, what the procedures and protocols are that we follow. So this way, when you come up for your conference next week with me regarding your son or daughter, some of the information you'll already have. And so this way you won't have to ask questions about some of the things that apply to all the students, and we'll be able to take time just speaking individually about your son or daughter. So one of the first things we do, and this is, I'm going to take the camera now. Students come into the room, so everybody come into the room and take a seat. Now the students come in, they only have 2 minutes to get from class to class. So what I'll do is I'll give them about an extra minute. Oh, look at this. This is like the perfect class. I'll give them an extra minute to come to class. After that minute, and once everybody is seated, so once all the students are seated as they are right now, anybody else who would come in the door would be marked late. Prior to that, they would be marked absent. If they come in after I take attendance, then I would take out the book and I would mark them late. Sometimes that doesn't happen immediately when they come in. So later on I may mark it, or it may remain absent. But these are individual notes just for classroom purposes. Okay, the first thing we're going to do, once the students are seated, they take out their planner. Now, I see that all the other students are totally unprepared, except for these two over here. And Brian is using a phony planner. He's actually using mine. And he's going to show us that he takes out his planner, opens up to the day, and if you notice on the front of the board, there will always be the homework. So today's homework for all 6th graders is to read pages 47 to 53 out of the text, and on page 53, answer questions 1, 2, 3. Now, this should happen without me asking anybody to do anything. Okay, so that's coming in, getting set. Once they put away their planner, Brian has already written down his homework, and he's putting his planner away, and these girls are back here putting their planners away too. Then they would take out their binders, and they would get ready to start taking notes. This should be done almost within the first couple of minutes of class, and after that, everybody should be ready to go, unless this is maybe a Monday. Now, this young lady over here, now we've taken attendance already, but Yana's coming in, and so we would... I know, but you're being marked late because we already took attendance. This is the video that is going on to Edline tonight. And so, as a result, what's going to happen is she would come in and she would say, I was somewhere, but she was late for class, so we would mark her late. And she looks very surprised, as do most late students. I know. Okay, so, ready? So now we're going to come over here. Now, if this were to be a Monday, which it is, what would happen is we are going to be setting goals. And we set our goals by having someone hand out our goal-setting folders. Girls hand out the goal-setting folders. And it's important that you are signing a current, you can take any of those out just so the parents can see, a current progress report. So the progress report has to be printed either Saturday or Sunday, ideally on Sunday. And once it is printed, you will sign it, and they'll bring it in on Monday so that they have the most up-to-date progress report available. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what we do with them. So this is Michelle. This is not really Michelle, but this is Michelle's folder. And inside, you see on the left-hand side, you have the progress reports. See, now they're passing them out. Now, at this point, everybody would be opening up their folders and going to the correct week on the graphing sheet, and then they would be, this is good, you can leave it, oh, you have that one? I'm going to take this one anyway. And so on the left we have today's progress report, and as you can see, this is not the current one, but on the right hand side, as you can see, we are going to be setting our goals. And our goals are set with an X for the actual grade. And then for the next week, we're going to put on an O, or a circle. And so this way we can see what our trend is as we go along. Once the students do this, once they set their goals in, they set their actual grade, and there should be actually another circle over here. But once we do that, students are going to put this back in, they're going to fold that up, and they're going to pass all the folders down. Now again, this is a fairly easy procedure that takes place for some people. Other people are having a tough time with it. And I don't want to mention any names because I don't want to embarrass anybody. But they're in film right now. Okay. Okay, so you pass them all over, and then someone will take those and make sure they go right back into the proper classes. Here's our late student. Very helpful, though.
No, okay, I have a small group, and I want to do.
Okay, right now we're filming the video that's going to be on Edline. Okay. So now the reason we're doing that is because I want the students to be aware of where they are in the classes and how they're progressing. So if you come to the back board, you're going to see we have a legend on the bottom. And the legend shows all of our 6th grade classes, 611, 613, 622, 631, 653. And if you notice, students are always very excited about seeing what's on the board because then they're going to be able to tell who is doing better than who. Now, as you can see over here, we have had our ups and downs. Some classes have been consistently doing well. You can see the dark, so I can zoom in on this. The dark black line, which is class 653, they were heading things up for a while and then they started to fall down. And so now at this point, the reason that I have this graph on the back is to create a sort of interclassroom competitive spirit, just like you would in any other sport. So also what I've done here, as you can see now, let's take a look at 613. Now 613 was not doing, 611 was not doing too badly. They came up, but now they have dropped down again. So now it's on them to take a look at those progress reports and see where they're falling back, whether it be on tests or homework or projects or something else. So now let's walk over here, parents, because this affects you. Now these are the statistics on parents and students signing up on Edline. And if you can see, this was the first one I made up. This gave our class averages, and these are all the classes here, 653, 631, 613, 611, 622. And these were the class averages from top to bottom. And you can see that the red line shows that the number of students and parents who are on Edline. You see there is a, what kind of relationship? Direct or indirect?
Direct.
It's a direct relationship because the more students who are on, and parents who are on Edline, the higher the students' grades. Now, what's happened is we come over to the next week we did, and we see that some of the students were actually working even harder to get their parents to sign up. Currently, I believe we are only at about maximum 71%. So let's walk up here. Could someone just take this? Who's my filmer? Oh, you could. There we go. Just take it. Could you girls and boy, could you just explain what the 90s Club is?
The 90s Club is for kids who get 90s, and their names go up here so that parents could see that they're getting 90s and above. And can show how they improve, I guess.
Okay, we all set?
Yeah.
Okay, bring that over here. So just, okay, so what we're going to do now is, parents, I'm going to show you a couple of things that I put on Edline. One of the things I put on there was 14 habits of top students. Some of these articles I think you'll find very interesting. And also, let's go back to class 611 and we'll go to the news. And you will see that it says here, is your profile updated? Now, here are statistics, and this is where parents can be helping both me and their sons and daughters. Now I sent this out, and this details the amount of people who are signed up, both student and parents who are signed up on Edline. And these numbers correlate directly to student averages. So class 631 is at top. They have almost 71% of both parent and students signed up. 613 is next. They're neck and neck. They're about 0.4% off. And so by keeping an eye on this, you'll be able to, and being signed up on this, you'll be able to, why don't I just come over here? Yeah, that would be the smart thing to do. You will be able to keep track of the emails that I'm sending home, and you will be getting progress reports if you are signed up on Edline. If you're not on Edline, you will not be getting the progress reports sent to you. Anybody think of anything else?
The bottom and the top.
The bottom, what?
Yeah, the bottom class and the high class.
Yeah, anything else? Let's take a look at our board over here. Yeah, well, as far as this goes, we do have people at the top and we do have people at the bottom. And I hate to say it, but the classes at the bottom are the ones that usually have not just the lowest average, but they have the lowest percentage of parents and students who are signed up on Edline. So parents, you have to go on, and again, I've done this with the students, you have to go on to Edline and you have to update your profile so that your email has a green button next to it.
Calvin, why don't you show them?
I would show them, but they are very busy people. I don't know if they have time for that right now. Okay, so on here, this is where we have our essential question for the day, which is today's, how do we identify an energy transfer? We have a due now. Today was Monday, so we're setting goals. Agenda, going to be handing out our Urban Advantage vouchers, and we're going to be talking about energy transfers. Anybody have anything else that we should be adding? Let's go to the back board again. Let's go back to the goals. So these were the goals that we set up at the beginning of the year. Now these are standard goals that everybody does at the beginning of the year. So I always have these refrigerators in my classroom, and I like to let students know that good work goes on the refrigerator when you get home. So why did we just put our goals on here? So here's student goals. We had put these all on here. But I take it one step further by having them track their goals every week. We have them over here too. And to monitor them every week so that the students have those goals in front of them at all given times. Yes. Oh, yes. The work without name. So this is, parents, this is the no-name box. So let's take a look through here. Oh, thank you.
The one that you talk about.
Yeah, so these are the ones I talk about on Edline. Here, no name. That has a name here. No name. Let's take a look. No name. Parents signed it.
Assignment.
Here's an incomplete assignment with no name on it. Okay, let's take a look. You see the class is more than willing to help out with this. This is an exit project idea we don't have a name on. More no names.
This is like...
And we have the foldables. I think we have on the bottom of here, I think we have 3 of these.
I feel like there was a reason there was no name.
Yeah, I see that, Okay, so there's more. Here's 3 foldables. So students who are saying, I did the foldable, I know I did the foldable, but there's no names on them. And so just understand, this was our summer assignment from class 622. So if your son or daughter's in 622 and they don't have a grade for their summer assignment, which was 10 points, take a look at that and see if they have that. Let's go down to the portfolios. Someone pull out a portfolio. Okay.
Jason.
Now what is this?
The work to grade.
Good. This is the work to grade. So if you come to the back of the room, and this is right on my desk here. This is my humble abode, and this says work to grade. So when students come into class, once they've finished writing down the homework, if they have any old work to give me, they can come back here, put it right into that box, and I will grade it that night. Where's that portfolio folder? Okay, so let's take a look at a portfolio folder. So what we have in here, this is all student work. So student work, anything that's given back. And these are all the monitors at any given time. So these monitors come in and they will take our work out and put it into each student's individual folder. This is the folder that I sent home to have you take a look at probably about 3 or 4 weeks ago. And so you should have looked through that. I wanted you to see the quality of the work that we're getting in. And this is not the sheet that you should have signed, but there was a sheet in here that should be signed. Right. And so that sheet should have been signed. Let's come over here. It is not. Yes, this is it. This is the sheet that should have been signed.
Yeah, this one.
And it talks about how how the work is handed out and the quality of work I'm expecting. So this one has no name on it, no class. So this student did get it signed, but they got no grade for it because there's no name on it. Okay, good. Anybody think of anything else that we have to go over with the parents?
The goal setting folder. Your work.
We have the goals. Yeah. So the goal setting folder. We have the 5 over here, and so they're all set. Anything, Brian?
Work on the board.
The work on the board?
Yeah.
Which work?
Elysium.
Oh, the coats. Okay, so let's take a look at the coats. We have a new policy. Since we don't want to lose track of expensive coats that come in, everybody has a coat hook assignment. So if they have me for the last period of the day, they will put their coats according to whatever the number on there is. They will pick the number and they will take that, put your coat on the correct hook. So they'll come over here, take the number, and all the hooks are numbered, and so then they will put their coat on the specific number, so this way we can keep track of them.
And so you don't take the wrong coat.
Exactly. Anything else? Can
The science journals?
Oh, the science journals. Now, science journals are meant to be done about approximately once a month. So I want you to look back. I want you to look back here, and these are all the science journals that I'll be grading. Okay, so everybody stand back for a second, just so I can show the parents what a big pile that is.
And the
so
inside?
These are going to get graded once a month. And again, I had sent home a do-it-yourself sheet on how to assemble the notebooks. First page, second page, third page. And there's a document on Edline that will describe this. So now these are articles that are going to be given about once a month. Students have to complete it, all the writing they're going to be doing. And this one looks pretty good. Whose is this?
Mine.
Oh, no wonder it looks good. Oh, come on, Brian, you're using your own book. Okay. And is this yours? No, but that looks good too. Okay, so all of these questions have to be answered in there and has to be brought back within about a week.
Late homework.
Anything else? Late homework. Okay, so late homework is going to lose points. 1 point a week. Most homeworks are worth 5 points, but they have to get it into that box as soon as possible. Anything else?
Last name.
Quizzes. We had hoped this year to do quizzes about once every day, but we've run into a snag with that, with being unable to get through a lot of these procedural things we're doing quickly enough. And what? Exit project. Oh, thank you. Okay, Dennis. So last name, you have to put last names on here, because if you don't put last names, we are into third month of school. You will lose a point for that. Exit project. Okay, so all the students are responsible for at this current time, this has no name on it, it is just the title, the question of the project, and their hypothesis. This should be done already. If you see on your son or daughter's progress report, the first submission, virtually every student I had was ill-prepared for handing this in on time. And so almost everybody, instead of giving all my classes a 0, I just counted it as a not for grade, but I wanted parents to know that this information had not been completed. And I need parents to help these little darlings with their projects, because they're so wonderful and they need help with the projects. And so you're going to have to help them with that at home, because I can help them in school, but I cannot do this for them at home. If you have any questions, you can always call or contact me. Please don't call after 8 o'clock. I'm an old man and I need my sleep. Okay, yes?
The Eureka competition.
It's what?
The Eureka competition.
Oh, the Eureka competition. Where are my 653 people? Okay, so class 653 is going to be I'm going to be taking them over next Friday to Lincoln High School for the Eureka competition, and very exciting. We had an 8th grade class, and we had to change classes, and so now we're taking a 653 with us. Anything else? Am I forgetting anything else?
No.
Okay, so I just want to thank you for taking the time to, anything, Dennis?
Portfolios?
Portfolio we went through. Anything else? If parent, and what?
We did that.
We did that? If you have any questions, parents, please let me know.
You should also do the lateness, how long it's graded.
Let's talk. Let's go back here. I know we have a lateness policy, but lateness does not mean you're allowed to hand it in. Lateness means that if you are unable to, come back to me again, unable to get the project in on time or the homework in on time, then it can be late, but it cannot be routinely late. That's not acceptable.
Let's say this one. This one is 1 week late, let's say.
Yeah, we can't use that because that has somebody's name on it who's not with our group here, but if, right, so.
Yeah, it's mine.
Yeah, so, Munib, you got something in there, good.
Yeah.
This is yours?
Yeah.
Is this late?
Yeah, just like.
Okay, and we can use this, Munib?
Yeah,
Okay, so Munib's work is here. It's late. It looks nice and clean because I haven't written anything on it because it's being handed in late. And I got to be honest with you. Munib, do you think you could have been a little messier with the handwriting there?
Nope.
Yeah, that's a maximum messiness? Okay, good. Yeah, don't go beyond that. And so he's handing this in. This is one of the first steps for the exit project. It has to be approved before it goes any further. And question?
The back, like, who are you working with?
It would be nice. Munib, are you working with anybody?
Yeah, Mark and Dennis.
Then their name should be on here too. And Munib, how about your class?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think you can put your class on there? Okay, are we all set?
No, missing folders.
Missing folders. So the goal-setting folders, we're missing a couple. The portfolio folders, we're missing a couple.
Sometimes it gets mixed up with other.
Right, and the portfolio folders, some of them we did not get back. So if your son or daughter has their portfolio folder at home, please send that back with them because we need to have a place to put their work.
Work might be stored.
And what?
That's how all their work would be stored.
So all their work can go into it. Okay, so I think that about does it. Thank you, everybody. Give yourself a big hand. There you go. Oh, yeah. Dennis, you can clap too. Okay, good. Okay, and hope to see you next week at Parent-Teacher Conferences. Thank you. Bye.